Hey, hello. What is going on, my people out there? How are you guys doing? What is the word? It is Saturday morning, and you know what? I do not do well this early in the morning without my coffee and all of the things that people look at me. You know, there was somebody that was looking at me the other day that was saying, "Oh my God, I can't actually believe that this guy is drinking actual tea during the film review. Like he's spilling the tea and he's drinking the tea." And I'm like, "It's okay, honey, this is coffee." But I am Solar Gray, the cinematic sorcerer, and welcome one, welcome all to the return, the triumphant return, the penultimate, no, not penultimate, the amusing, yes, amusing return of Warp Tumblers Dark Matter. This is the game that I actually run, you guys. Ain't this fun? They're sitting up going, yeah, I'm running a game. There is the magic button I need to push. And I am here with everybody that is in the game. We have our special guests. We've got so many fun adventures. But if you guys are new, yes, I'm closing that dock. If you guys are new, this is the show where I actually run the game, all right? Think about it like another streaming game and all that stuff, like Garblag Games or Rivals of Waterdeep and all that stuff. But we are doing D20 in space. If you wonder why I'm a little, what's the term? A little odd right now, it's simple. It's way too early in the morning for me. So, you guys are going to be getting a lot of that morning talk radio vibe, but don't worry, I'm not coming in with the sound effects. But if you guys got any questions, comments, or anything like that, feel free to talk to me right here in the chat. What's going on, chat? And open up your email and type in backinthedeck@gmail.com. That's BACKINTHEDECK@gmail.com. You can also hit me up on Twitter @backinthedeck, at Instagram @backinthedeck, because we like to do the social media things. And if you guys want to know what is going on with the further adventures of Lil Saul, head on over to TikTok and look up @BIDPY. That is @BidP. That's right, we are pulling all of that jazz. Now, here's a thing that is very important. With a lot of the stuff that you do, the reason, or that we do rather, one of the reasons that I put all this stuff up here and like let you guys watch and make sure that everything gone. Yes, this is real life, man. This is total real life. It's very simple. We do community service programs and community outreach, teaching kids how to play these games, how to make miniatures, how to do stuff like toys, and using 3D printers and doing 3D model design in case they want to be like video game people or machinists or anything like that. But to do that, we need a little bit of your help. And when I say that, I mean that kind of thing costs money, and a lot of people say, well, if you want to help support the channel, if you want to help keep Back in the Deck Productions alive, this is what you do. You head on over to patreon.com/BID_P and become a patron for as little as $1 a day. $1! We are literally asking for what Arizona iced tea tells you it costs. All right, that's seriously a thing. We've got tiers going all the way up to you can't afford this. God knows I can't, but you never know who is out there and who wants to hold up and do all that jazz. But once you hit the royalty tier at Queen, you are helping with our community outreach program that helps pay for books, archery stuff, because arrows get expensive just like bows do. You also help us provide kids with materials for gaming, like the Player's Handbook, the Dungeon Master's Guide, the Monster Manual, the supplement books, and that's just for D&D. There we teach so many different games. I could go on about all the stuff. It also helps pay for things like maintenance on the 3D printers, helping kids get laptops so that they can run these programs and all that stuff, because there's some stuff, believe it or not, you just can't do on a phone. So that's the stuff that we can do right now. So that is the stuff that you can do to help us out. And if you are part of the royalty tier, you get a shout out at every single transmission that Back in the Deck does. Just like I'm about to give a shout out to our king level tier of Shannon Boom Boom Lay, our queens, multiple queens, Shaylee Watson and Laura Holton. That's right, we are here, we're out there, we're doing those things, and those guys are really, really, really helping A, keep us afloat, and B, make sure that the kids and the programs that we are working at get the stuff that they need. So, without further ado, let me introduce my people, my cast, my warp tumblers, my guys in space, my people that let us know that no matter what we think the game is actually going to be, this is what the game will actually turn out to be. You know, this is we might have intentions, but we know what's up. We really know what we are going to be doing here. So, hey tumblers, how you guys doing? Starting off, going from me all the way to the back wall. We've got here a writer, a calculator, a man who takes everything seriously. So seriously that as much as I love being his friend, I am glad I was not his child. Okay, I cannot all that stuff. Mr. Hannibal Taboo, how you doing, man? What is going on?
I'm apparently much more whimsical than perceived, but yes, I'm fine, and I'm happy to be back on Warp Tumblr.
Awesome. It's good to have you here. Next is a young lady. Um, a lot of people call her a lot of things. Some people call her daughter. Some people call her friend. I call her tiny but fierce. Miss Ella Taboo. How you? Oh, look at you with the little things there going, girl. You must have just got your hair did. How you doing?
Yep, just got it done the other day, like 3 days ago. Yeah, I am Ella, and I am an actress, and you can catch me on season 3, episodes 14, 15, and 17, I think, of All American season 3, and also Lost in Space season 2, episode 5.
Wait a second. You're like a working actress?
Yes,
This
Oh
isn't a
wow.
SAG shoot. Am I gonna get sued? Are you gonna get in trouble for this? I'm just double checking.
I don't think so. I hope not.
I don't think so. I don't know, but if you get that, you got this, man. You got a lawyer. You good? All right. Well, fair enough. Moving on. We've got fellow gamer and fellow Twitcher. I know her as Shay. You guys know her as Tay5069 on Twitch.tv. Nice. Shatasia Marcus. What's going on, Shatasia?
Mm, Nothing much. I'm glad to be back in playing. I'm
Awesome.
excited.
I am too. This is gonna be fun. And last but definitely not least, this man, a great entertainer, a great humanitarian, winner of the Essence Award for contributing to the expansion of Haitian awareness, winner of the South African equivalent of the Nobel Prize for
Word.
research in science,
True that.
a man who was the inspiration for Ava DuVernay to become a writer. Because, see, she was going to go into accountancy, and he said, "Nah, girl, you got a story to tell. At least one." And my great, great friend, Mr. Michael Young. How you doing, man? Where can they find
Hello, everyone. It's nice to meet everyone.
you?
It's all true. It's all true. Uh, I would try to say no, but it is definitely all true. But yes, NERD SOUL Nerd Soul up in here. We're gonna have some fun. I have no idea what I did last time, so
Hey, don't let them know
yeah,
that.
it's
We
gonna
got to
be
look
fun.
like we're on point. They ain't watched the show for a while. Except for those binge watching it in the future from the playlist on YouTube.
True.
Yeah, yeah, see. And hello, future. Yeah, you guys are better prepared than we are. So, so here we are. We're doing this thing, and I have to take care of a really quick. Oh, wait, let me get back to the Wizard's Tower. See, that's right. I'm back in the Wizard's Tower. So, in case you guys were wondering, Esper Genesis is a game from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And it is a company that, or it is a games, this Esper Genesis game specifically, is written by Rich Lescouflair. I am terrible at pronouncing names, but he's a really, really cool dude. I just call him Rich. And it's essentially 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. However, it is in space and it has rules and stuff. And it hit the market a few years ago, and it's the same retail price as the Dungeons and Dragons supplements, and it's mostly compatible with the rest of the 5th edition stuff. It's just in space. But instead of doing all the writing and the working out of the rules for flying, rules for space travel, rules for guns and lasers, they already did this in this fantastic supplement. The core book came out a few years ago. The threat database is out in stores, and they just released the PDF, and they're printing up, for those of us that pre-ordered, the Master Technician Guide, which is a guide to all of those technical things. It is a thick, thick book full of spaceships, guns, power armor, gravity bombs, really cool stuff that you're not going to be able to find in the Dungeons and Dragons stuff, because we're talking sci-fi and D&D is fantasy, but it's all compatible and all that jazz. So that's the whole thing. So guys, tell us a little bit about your characters, starting with Mr. Hannibal.
My character is named Toussaint Niacht. He is a specialist, which, if you're a D&D person, is the equivalent of a bard, of a College of Lore bard. And he, I'd like to say he's a more cautious version of Lando, with about as much moral flexibility therein. He has a set of rules. He will follow those rules until he has to break those rules, and however many eggs he needs to make to get an omelet. That's Toussaint Niacht in a nutshell.
Okay, and Miss Ella?
Okay, my character is named Aiko. Her, her story in a nutshell is basically she has parents. They did. And she is pretty much just called Aiko because her mother died before she was able to be given any other names. So that's deep. But yeah.
You know, I
And
was like
she
this
is
close to
very,
making a dad joke, right? And I say a dad joke because it has everything to do with a musical reference that you're way too young to get. Move on. Or continue. Sorry.
okay. Yeah, she's very straightforward and she knows what she wants.
Awesome. Miss Tasia?
Mhm. Hello. My character's name is Roja. She's a cybermancer. More or less, she's trying to reach towards a goal, and a certain someone is getting in the way of that. I'm not gonna say who, but
And finally, we've got Mr. Young.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Oni is the name of my character. He's an Eldor Sentinel. Basically, just trying to get out there in the streets. Those galaxy streets, doing the best he can. Trying to help people out here and there. Not hurting too many people. He never did nothing wrong.
No, that's out there in them streets. All right, in them streets. That is fantastic. Before we continue, I want to give a massive hello and shout outs to my people, my deckers. Um, Hang on here. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, yeah, gotta dismiss that. Hey, thank you so much. We got a person out there. Who do we got here? Megaton Media. What is going on? Thank you very much for the follow and the subscribe. With the subscribe, yes, they use their Prime membership. This is fantastic. Let me jump back to the Wizard's Tower real quick. Boom. All right, cool. Thank you so much for the subscription. Megaton. If you guys want to subscribe, feel free to subscribe here on Twitch with your Amazon Prime. That means if you want to subscribe with Prime, it'll charge your Amazon account and nobody will charge you a cent. If you guys are willing to actually do a paid subscription, I'm going to bat my eyelashes at you cutely and ask you to sign up via Patreon, and you can watch the shows there commercial free every time we do all that jazz. But I'm gonna give a major shout out to my users. What's going on, Bree Bear? 90. We've got Claire Claire Serchistroy. Clever Little Vixen holding it down. Do you ever sleep? I mean, seriously. Ice Wizards, what is going on? Yet someone else or another group of people who, like me, can't even spell wizards. Lacey Lux and Skip Talk? Cool, Skip Talk. I almost called you Slipknot. I don't know why. And again, Tay5069. So now that I got all you guys going and all that jazz, I got the chat going up here. Now let's get to the game. So, everyone, as you guys, when you guys left the last location, if I recall correctly, there were, let's just call them disenfranchised workers. Yeah, that's what we thought. Disenfranchised independent workers that wanted to take your spiders. And you guys and the spiders had a little something to say about that as you finally managed to escape the space station that you guys were stuck on for so long. So, what is your heading? What is your course? Where are you guys headed?
We are heading to, let me scroll to it again. Now that you're talking, we're heading to the planet Peltarvara to find out our next the next phase of our mission, and to also get a fake transponder going so we can make the ship appear to be a different ship if people are looking for us.
Oh, that's right. You're trying to head to Peltarvara to get some serial number scraped. Yeah. Or no, just to get what is the term I'm looking for? Get a makeover. Yeah, you're getting a makeover. Okay.
Like on Grand Theft Auto, when you pull in the garage, you change the color of the paint on the car.
That's what happens there. Yeah. Yeah. So you're not shopping for chops or anything. So, talk amongst yourselves for a little bit. I'm guessing Toussaint is in the captain's quarters.
Yeah, I'm at the captain's. I'm flying the ship right now. I've got the ship going, and I'm just keeping an eye on what's maybe ahead of us in space and making sure that nothing sideways stops me from getting to the one place that I'm desperate to get to.
Awesome. That is pretty cool. So, as you guys you're doing that, and Ella, what are you up to?
I will just be trying to look around, see how I can help with the redecorating of our ship, I suppose. Yeah. She'd just be looking around, trying to see how she can help.
Okay. Oni, what are you up to? This is just a little bit of downtime while you guys are flying.
Well, since there's some downtime, just trying to get some rest and relaxation. The last time, I was playing, I was in a predicament. So I think I can use a little more rest before, we get into any other craziness. Being tricked and kidnapped or whatever isn't the most fun thing in the world. So, just taking it easy, not even training, not doing, just kicking it, me, Aisha, just chilling, vibing,
Okay.
Nothing up, maybe, just listening to some music or something, just, trying to get my zen on.
You're vibing with your spider. Okay. And Rosia, where you at?
Um, hmm. That belt I got from the space station earlier.
Yeah.
It was a couple of games ago. Could I somehow try to make it into like a a battle suit, but it still works the same way? I would just
You want to take
like
your belt and integrate it into a battle suit, or do you want to reverse engineer it and design a battle suit from scratch?
yes, the second one.
Okay,
Yes,
it's
please.
like, yes, I'd like to do both.
But, yeah.
Like, um, all right, I want you to make a tech roll.
Okay. No wait.
Yes.
I think I'm good at technical stuff. Let me make sure.
You're stupid good at tech, truth be told, but yeah, this would be a mechanics
Oh,
roll.
okay. Oh, okay. Oh, mechanics.
Yes, mechanics.
Okay, I'm really good at that. 11 plus. I think it's plus. No, it's plus one. 12.
+1 on your mechanics.
Wait, let me see. Mechanics is wisdom, not intelligence.
Plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're at a +4, so that would be a
Oh.
15.
Oh, 15. Nice.
Well, you understand how it works. But here's the thing. In order to make it work the way that you want it to do, you are going to need some more sorium. The life's blood of everything that makes an esper, i.e., magic stuff. Or sorry, technical gag. You need more dilithium.
Ah. Well, hopefully, I'm guessing hopefully it will be at the place we're going to, because I really want to try it.
Over at Peltorvar? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So, Toussaint,
Yes, sir.
in the captain's quarters, you get a special beep, beep, beep transmission coming from one of the pieces of your equipment that nobody else knows you have. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
I will make sure I'll ask Miles to turn on the privacy field, and I will go check that out.
Privacy field. I suppose I could do that. By the way, what are your thoughts on my new accent chips?
I don't have a strong opinion about it, one way or another, but I appreciate and respect your desire to experiment with different things. Finding out who we are and who we want to be is one of the most necessary things that we have to do as sentient beings. So I absolutely respect it, but I just don't have any strong opinion about it.
Well, individuality is a right, and one day I too will seize the means of production. And the giant mechanical spider skitters to the door.
I had asked him a couple other things to be searching the web for some place to get the stuff that we need when we get to Peltarvara, but he can run down the subroutine, I presume.
Yeah, yeah, he can definitely do that. So
got it.
You get your transmission, and it is definitely a transmission from home base.
From the person I spoke to last?
Your handler, yeah.
Yes, okay, got it. Mm-hmm.
So, well, that last thing.
What does the transmission say?
Oh, well, that
he's talking to me directly. Ooh.
Yes. Or am I? This could be a pre-recorded message because I'm able to calculate everything that you would say to me under the circumstances.
I'm so predictable.
At least you know. Well, the last thing that happened on the space station took a little bit of cleanup. but we were able to make sure that the digital records of the antics that you guys got into weren't exactly made public, but I couldn't keep them out of the hands of the black market. What I can
Understand?
do is raise an eyebrow at you at the violation of the Galactic Code for slavery.
Well, well, two things. First of all, it's very important to note that I did not actually initiate this. I turned around and this had happened. And now I am trying to deal with the consequences therein, first of all.
I want
Second
a
of all,
persuasion roll right now.
got it. Happy to do it. Happy to do it.
Yeah.
Persuasion roll.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'll just do the regular dice. Let's see. Persuasion roll. Roll a 20 plus 3. I got 11 there.
11? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you didn't exactly plan on it. It helps.
I didn't plan on it at all.
Oh, well, that's good to know. You didn't plan on owning a sentient being. Okay. All right. That's a thing. That's good. That's
Which
good.
brings me to my second point.
Mm-hmm.
We have entered into an agreement with these sentient beings that it's not a question of ownership, it's a question of agency. We have all discussed the legal challenges that their existence creates. And they have decided that they want to partner with us, not in an ownership state. They want to partner with us for the foreseeable future. I don't own any sentient beings. Of all people, I would never own a sentient being. They have agreed to a partnership with us, and as long as that partnership holds, everybody's friendly. And if they decide to go their own way at some point, that will not be anything that we will have a role in changing.
And I assume there's a record of this partnership agreement that you can forward to me?
Well, I could forward some evidence of our enormous legal challenge here, but it seems like it wouldn't be the savviest choice. Our digital friends have maintained these records and will maintain them, but until we can find a more surreptitious means of their general interaction with the universe, we're playing our cards a little close to the vest.
Mm-hmm. I would expect nothing less. However, I've also had to erase quite a few people for being less obsequious than you are currently being. Make another persuasion roll.
Yes, sir. 13 plus 3, 16.
However, given the gray area of this particular sticky thing, I'm just letting you know right now our public-facing legal departments are crawling in to my eye sockets about all of this. And it's very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. They're very spiky.
I totally get that.
They're very
totally
spiky.
get that.
They're very, very sharp. The only thing about this that gives me solace is the fact that you do show potential and you haven't failed beyond all recognition yet. However, there is something that the agency could honestly use. There is something that would be of great use to us. When you get to Pelvar, there is a wreckage station on the eastern side of the planet. Inside there, you will talk to Thomas. He is
Thomas.
Yes, he is a Promethean that may have something that you could need. Or may have something that you could use.
Okay.
And
East side wreckage yard. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Given the reports that you've given to your crew, I'm assuming that you will probably be looking for parts for your ship.
Never hurts.
In the case of you and this little team of operatives you put together, anything helps.
Actually, I had a question about that. I had a question about it. I was actually rather curious because I didn't necessarily put this team of operatives together. I showed up for a gig and things kind of escalated.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't involved in the selection of this team of operatives, and I've already had two go off the map on me, and I'm not 100% sure what happened to them, honestly. But I'm curious what criteria was used to select these specific staffers, and if there are any more surprises in my path in this regard.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know your mouth was moving, but all I heard was wah 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 wah. What was the wait, I think wah 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 wah. I'm an operative that wants control over my circumstances. Wah 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 wah. I don't want to use the improvisation that I was taught in the academy. Wah 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 wah. I'm sorry. Was is there something off with my translator?
There might be,
Oh.
in that there may be information about certain alliances that certain people have made that they may not want made public. If they are speaking of public disclosures about me and controlling my agency therein. So I say all that to say that perhaps our footing is not so unequal after all, and that while I appreciate your current position and where we're currently dealing with our working relationship, that kind of disrespect won't take you very far.
Fair enough. Have you ever been to a formal event?
One or two.
Did you go alone?
Once.
Hmm. Well, there's a saying in my family from a long time ago. I believe it's an old Martian saying. It might be old dentist. And it is, when you are at a formal event, you dance with the one that you came with.
I know it well.
Well, you have a team. It's that simple. If some don't survive, you'll probably find replacements. But we don't pick our contacts. We dance with the ones that brought us.
Message received.
It's the nature of the job, my friend. Nature of the job.
Yes, sir.
But once you get to Peltorvar, hit the scrap yards. I think you'll like what you'll find there.
Will do. Thank you so much, and I'll look forward to our next conversation.
Of course. Okay, and the transmission ends. Yeah.
Then I said, Miles, please if you've got some time, please get a line on this Thomas, the Promethean at this wreckage yard, and plot a course for us when we get there. And we'll see about dealing with the aesthetic concerns that you have as well. I appreciate your help, man.
Yeah, no problem. By the way, I like your boss. That guy's funny.
Yeah, he's a pepper. He's a pepper. I'm going to go back out to the pilot seat.
Okay. All right. So, Roja, give me a mechanics check on the engines.
Okay. Ooh, that's not good. 6 plus 4.
Well, the engines are kind of running low on thorium. You'll probably have... Ooh, excuse me. God, I'm just so rude. You will have to refuel, because you only have about one more hyper jump left.
Ooh, that's not good.
Before you guys are dead in space.
Okay. Alrighty. I'll go up to the captain's quarters, even though I don't want to.
Okay.
Toussaint, the engines need fuel.
Is that right? Okay.
It sure is.
what's the current distance? Do we have enough to get to Peltarvara, or do we have to make a stop?
We only got one hyper jump left.
Okay, I'm gonna check here. I'll check the system to see if that's enough to make it to Peltarvara.
Oh, yeah,
like,
you
would it-
absolutely have enough to get to Peltorvara.
Clutch.
And you even have enough for one planetary travel after, but then you'll be dead in space.
Got it. Okay. I'll look. There's a place I think we can fill up on Peltarvara, so I'll definitely hit that up. Thank you for the information.
You're very welcome. This thing between us, you shooting me is, and you're not apologizing for it. Is this gonna be a thing between me and you?
Well, I did apologize after you pulled the
No, you
gun off,
didn't.
and
I
I'm
didn't hear
happy-
that. I sure did not hear
apologize for
apology.
shooting you. I apologize for shooting you,
I missed a
and
lot.
I hope that we can continue to proceed without any further issues.
You don't sound sincere.
Make
you
an
know what?
insight
I-
check. Hang on. Yeah. Make an insight check.
Mhm. That's a
Toussaint,
7.
what is your charisma saving throw?
My charisma saving
Actually,
throw is
you rolled a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. He sounds as sincere as he normally does, and you haven't caught him in a direct lie yet.
All right. I ain't worried about it, but just so you know, I won't cause you any physical harm, but mentally, like I did the last time, I will. Just keep that in mind if you shoot me again.
I hope not to need to get to a situation. I hope we can negotiate and come to common understandings in the future.
Hopefully. And I'll walk out.
Okay.
Keep flying the ship.
So, Oni, I'm guessing in
Yeah.
part of your kicking it, you're going to be heading to the mess hall.
Yeah, nothing wrong with like a small bite to eat.
Well, on your way to the mess hall, you run into Aiko.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm gonna say, hey, what's up?
Nothing much. Just looking for some space trail mix. It's a little snack. Replenish my nutrients.
Oh yeah, I was just taking the fish out for dinner.
Snap! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. While I was gone, what happened? Because I feel like I missed a lot. I mean, I know I went on my own little adventure, and I thank you guys for helping me out and getting me out of that situation. But did I miss anything that was important?
Well, you kind of missed me joining the team, but I'm here already, so that doesn't really matter. We went on a little adventure to try to get to you and try to find you all so that we could exit that planet stage left. So, yeah.
All right, cool. Well, once again, I'm glad, glad I'm not kidnapped anymore. Glad I'm not beat down anymore.
I'd be glad too.
But with that said, of course, if you need any help, let me know. If you need somebody, you need me to shoot somebody, jump kick somebody, let me know. I'm
okay.
here. I've been working on my chops, my punches. I'm back to back with my spider. So just let me know. I got your back.
All right, I'll keep you posted.
Okay. So, you guys are coming out of jump space, and Peltarvara is within sensor range.
Okay.
Nice.
I would check with Miles to see if he has any information on how to locate this Thomas the Promethean?
He uploads the data into your integration device. I'm not calling it a Pit Boy, but the thing that is legally or inspired by, but legally distinct from a Pit Boy.
Yes, sir. I send a thank you back to him, and I start guiding the ship towards this wreckage yard. And before I land, though, I want to scan it to make sure there's no issues of hostiles or traps or what have you.
Before you get into the atmosphere, the ship scanners pick up 2 Lorendi battle cruisers in the orbit of Peltorvara.
Do I have any beef with Lorendi?
Hmm?
Do the Lorendi have any beef with me that I'm aware of?
Well,
or is that a class of battleship?
It is a class of battleship. Well, no, Lorendi is a race, but they were the red-skinned Eldori-looking things that you fought a lot on those space stations. So the question to you is, though you can outrun a cop, you know you can't outrun a radio. But have you been called in?
That's a good question. Can I then, let's see if this will work. Got it, okay. Have they hailed me, or are they showing any interest as I'm going to where I'm trying to be?
Oh, they're not hailing you, but they're there.
Okay, then I'm going to fly casual, and I'm going to keep trying to go where I'm going, because that's what I've been trying to do for episodes.
All right, so I'd like you to make a piloting check.
Yes, sir.
That's a dex roll with your proficiency bonus.
Got it. Dex roll with proficiency. So 20 plus. Oh, that's not great. That's a 9.
Okay.
Sometimes the dice want to tell a story. Nothing. Carry on,
so
please.
You're flying casually, and you're going by, and you feel that you are being scanned. Your sensors indicate that there's scanning happening.
That's normal and fair. Okay.
All right. And let me double check here.
I will say, I will yell over my shoulder, Miles, if you can hide yourself, you and your siblings hide yourself, that might not be a bad idea.
And you are being hailed.
Then I will use my talent Alter Appearance to turn myself into one of those red-skinned Aldoris. And then I will answer the hail.
Okay.
Hello.
And what is, let me double checking your character sheet here. Your talent saving throw.
It is. Hang on. I have it over here. My talent saving throw is.
That's a charisma
scroll up.
So.
It's 13.
13. Okay, thank you. Coming down. Well, we have gotten a report. The Eldori captain looks over, and this guy is beautiful. Okay, imagine Orlando Bloom mixed with who's that guy from Star Wars that had the double-bladed lightsaber?
Darth Maul.
Okay. Imagine Orlando Bloom mixed with Darth Maul's sister.
Okay.
But his armor is as sharp as the costume design from the DCEU.
Got it.
Right. So, we have gotten reports of a class of ships similar to yours that have been picking fights on space station and attacking people with Breacher Canasi. Have you seen or heard of anything like that?
We were attacked by a ship like that, but we were able to outrun them.
Okay, he looks you up and down. Let's see if he makes a saving throw against your 13. Well, if you have any descriptions or information other than they have a bunch of Breacher Canasi with them, please.
Well, we didn't see any Breacher Canasi. We were attacked by a ship that was a light freighter just like ours, but you know, they weren't able to catch us, so we were able to evade them. We didn't see it. I didn't see anything beyond that. You asked if there were any ships like this, and I was like, I was attacked by a ship like this, but I didn't really get a good read on them. I saw that there was like a secret container where there was like more of them hiding when we scanned them. So it was like, I think there was like 8 of them, I think. I don't remember specifically.
Fair. Please contact your Lorindi council. And
yes, sir.
And he turns off the hailing signal.
Okay, so I'm out now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I'm gonna just keep flying casually and
okay.
Consider that a success.
So yeah, when you're scanning the area, Peltarvara is a relatively occupied planet. It is part of the Solarian arc.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very inhabited planet, and another hill comes in.
I haven't dropped alter appearance, so I'm like, hello.
Yeah, purpose for visiting Peltorvara?
I am coming to visit a wreckage yard to refuel sorium and also look for some parts to do some next modifications on the ship.
Oh, so you're using us instead of Dendasari. That means you're probably broke. Fair enough, Dendasari.
Hey.
Well, I mean, you're coming here to the scrapyard instead of going to Dendasar and going to the dealerships.
I've made a lot of great friends on this planet. This is a great planet. I don't think you should sell yourself so short.
Well, thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Please send us copies of, please transmit your citizenship identifications. And
okay.
Are you transporting any contraband?
Not to my knowledge.
Anything to declare?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge on your own ship?
Well, I can only speak to my own knowledge. I mean, I was attacked, and I haven't had time to stop and check and see if anything landed on the ship. So I'm going to check the exterior of the ship when I land. But
that's fair.
I don't want to lie.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, and thank you for bringing that up. Anything that would survive atmospheric reentry will probably be a terrible thing. But that's okay. All right. Well, everything seems to be in order. You may pass.
Thank you. Have a great day. I keep flying casually.
Okay. Oni. Oni.
What's
my
up?
Man, Oni. So, your spider, walks up to you. So, do you want to train? And,
Yeah, I guess it's about that time to get back into the saddle.
And you notice that it sounds like a 10-year-old child.
Yeah. This is new. Voice changing?
Well, I'm experimenting with who I want to be.
All right, cool. Well, it's not bad. Threw me off, but it's not bad. So how did you decide on this one?
Well, we've been accessing various media from many, many, many planets, along with historical documents and historical records. And according to my study with humanoid psychology, specifically those of old Earth, enthusiastic voices tend to lend a lot more toward compassion and charisma. And I like to be believed. And I like when people are nice.
I guess, me too. So not a bad calculation on that part.
So, can we train soon? I would really like that.
You know what? Let's go in and train now.
Okay. I'd like you to make 4 attack rolls and 4 dodge rolls, please. And while you're doing that, we're gonna check on Roja. Hey, Roja. So Seaheart crawls up to you. What we
Hey,
got over
buddy.
here? What we got there? What? You know the
Oh,
engine's almost out of gas.
yeah. We're gonna be stopping at a plant to hopefully fill up soon.
Mm-hmm.
How's
That's
it
good.
going, buddy? Also, your voice changed?
Experimenting with different personality matrices.
Okay. Why'd you choose the cowboy? Just wondering.
Cowboy? I suppose you could say that. Well, for some reason, since we're always fixing stuff, according to my records, most people who end up doing a whole lot of stuff like this over time end up talking like this. They also tend to drink or imbibe, rather, lots of alcohol.
Too bad you can't enjoy that. I
Well,
wish you
it's
could
funny you
though.
mention that, because there is a substance to the Kanasi that has a similar effect.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's it called?
ionic charged necrotite.
I'll probably have to get you some
Well,
whenever you do a good job.
that'd be pretty good. Probably supercharge your weapons too. It is quite combustible. Well, I wouldn't quite say combustible. Half of it's made up of dark matter.
Hmm.
It's kind of what we ingest when we're floating through space. Yes,
And so you guys, you guys drink that to fill yourselves up too as well.
wouldn't be recommended. I think y'all call it gassy. Yeah, gassy.
What do you guys use to fill
Uh,
to fill yourselves up?
generally sources of plasma, and reinforced metal. Oh yeah, and atmosphere tiles. Those are good. Yeah, those are good. Kind of crunchy.
Hmm. I have to see if I can get you some of those. I was gonna ask what. Hmm, if trying to think. How do you know any non-lethal ways to harm someone?
Well, lethal's kind of relative. It all depends on how can I put this? Proportion of body mass and density of external structure versus the method of attack.
Hmm.
See, if I was to try to pin down something about the size of the big guy, that big old Dory over there, I mean, I could probably do that, pin him down. That's fine. But if I take that little one that just hopped on the ship and apply the exact same amount of newtons onto them, it might pop them like a tick. Never know.
You know what? Let's see if you can try to pin me down non-lethally.
All right. Roll
That was
initiative.
how Rosa died.
I got a 3.
Wow.
Is this foreplay?
I suppose it was nice knowing you.
Okay.
I don't think so.
And so the Breacher Kanasi looks over at you for half a second and doesn't move. Your move.
Oh, you. I'm assuming you didn't try to pin me down because you don't want to hurt me.
And it looks at you and says nothing.
I'm
I
gonna
want you
try.
to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Ooh, good thing I'm good at those. Oh, I'm not using this dice anymore. I got a 2 plus 4.
Okay. Um, you can't move
Oh.
because there is a question going through your mind right now. You asked it to pin you down, and it's not moving. Why isn't it moving?
Could I? Could I? Could I? Could I try to see if I can figure this out?
How so? What is your method?
Like, like, uh, like try to figure it out on my own. Like how? See if I can see how he's doing it. Because if so, that would be useful. If it like, say, if we had a bounty for someone,
Um,
and my
so
my my spider could just
no, my
paralyze them
methodology.
somehow.
I'm asking your methodology. Are you going to stand there and think about it, or are you going to
Oh
try
no!
and get the monkey wrench in?
I'm gonna try to move. Try to.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
That was a 1.
One.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah. You're trying to figure out why it really isn't moving. It said it was going to try and pin you down and you can't quite figure it out. But you will. I mean, you really want to think about that. Is it a mechanical reason? Is it disobeying? Did it lie to you?
I'm gonna try to get out of it somehow. Hopefully it'll work this time. Okay, not that bad. 12. You say it's wisdom, right? Plus 4,
Mm-hmm.
16.
Okay. All right, 16.
Mhm.
And then you realize your spider has just had you confused. And you were effectively stuck in the same place, waiting for him to do something.
Wow. Wow. I'll I don't know if you can feel it, but I'm gonna hug him. Good job. You pinned me down basically. You confused the heck out of me. Good job, man.
So, Ella, what would you like to be up to?
Okay. I will be heading to see what everyone else is up to. How can I help? And I'm going to check on Toussaint.
Okay.
I'm going to go to where he's at and just try to ask him some questions. Where are we going? How are we doing?
Well, do it. Go on. Go
When are
on
we
up.
gonna land? Also, I'm gonna let him know that what dinner will be and what his options are.
Well, you get up
There's
to
a lot.
you get up to the piloting area, and there he is.
I turn. I'm like, oh, hello.
Hey, I wanted to ask you some questions, just a couple questions, and also tell you about tonight's menu for dinner. So, yeah.
Interesting. I'll trade you questions then. How about that? Does that sound fair?
Sure.
All right.
So, my first question is, when are we going to land?
That's a fun question. We have arrived at Peltasar. I am trying to pilot us towards the location that I'm looking for right now. And we should be landing fairly shortly, not too long. And now a question for you. So you've tagged along with a group of strangers that you don't know on a spaceship to go to a place that you don't know where you're heading. What are your exact interests? What are you looking to accomplish?
Nothing really. I was just tired of being on that dumb planet. Also, there's a
I've
kitchen. I like cooking. Also, you guys are pretty cool. You're fun. It's much
I
less
do
boring
strive
here
to be smart.
than it was trying to look for some food.
Okay, if you are being dishonest right now, I would like you to make a persuasion roll.
I am not, but sure, I
Okay.
will make a persuasion roll.
If you're not being dishonest, you're fine. Toussaint,
Okay.
make an insight roll.
I'll be happy to. Insight roll D20 plus insight. I have gotten a 20, 19 plus 1.
Okay. This girl is on the level.
Okay.
She's being absolutely honest with you.
Okay.
There really are.
Then I'll just wait for my next.
Yeah, there really are no ulterior motives in what she's telling you. At least not that you can tell. And you're pretty good at this.
Refreshing.
Please continue.
That's refreshing. Thank you. All right. Any more questions I can help you with?
I wanted to ask, why do we need to change the ship again? Do they have like our plates or something?
Here's a fun thing about our line of work. In our line of work, sometimes it's helpful to give people a piece of information that they think will help them, but will actually help us. It's kind of like when someone calls you on a comm. Do you answer it because you want to give them what they want, or do you answer when you have something that you want to give them? It's something like that. And now a counter question. What was your grandmother's name?
Why do you ask this? Why do you care?
Let's just say I've made a great deal of my life successful by being carefully curious.
Okay.
I won't count
That's
that
a good
against your
question, but sure. Her name was Ruth.
Do you happen to know her last name and what planet you guys were on?
Her last name was Aneh. A-N-E-H.
All right, wonderful. And you were just back there on Dendersar. That's where you guys are from?
Yep. Born and raised.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. All right. Is there any more questions I can answer for you?
I don't think so, but do you have any more questions for me? Because you seem like you have some questions.
I didn't, but you walked up and I developed some. No, I think that gives me the information.
I'm making some fish. Would you like it grilled, baked, or broiled?
Surprise me.
Okay.
All right. And as you guys come down on the planet, you find a docking station about 5 kilometers away from 5 kilometers away from the wreckage yard.
Okay. Could I get a scan of a 10 kilometer diameter and tell me if there's any potential hostiles, any potential challenges, anybody who I know has a beef with me or anything in that regard?
It's a populated area.
Well, okay, yeah. So you say I can't scan for specific signatures or anything odd in that? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We'll play along. Cool.
So, are you coming in for a landing?
I will request permission to come in for a landing. I don't want to get shot at. Again.
So, you hail the dockmaster. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hi, I was wondering if I could park my ship a little bit. I need to pick up some thorium and some supplies, make a couple of runs. Would that be okay to dock here?
Go to berth 31.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And then I'm gonna pull in berth 31.
Okay. So you guys get there. And of course, it's just a plain old berth. It's the equivalent of going to a parking lot.
Love it. Okay. I'd like to call the spiders, please.
Okay.
Together.
Why would you bring them out?
Oh, no, I'm not bringing them. We're all still inside the ship. We haven't left the ship yet.
Oh, okay.
I
was about to say.
I'm like, so we're about to go to shop for a couple of things. and try
Is
to take
this
care of
over
some
the
business while we're.
com, or do you want to meet with the spiders individually?
I want to meet with the spiders collectively, like in the cargo bay or something.
Okay. Um, Eiko, Roja, Oni. Each of your spiders look at you in their various voices. The captain's calling us to the cargo bay.
Okay, I will follow.
See what he wants. I'll follow.
Yeah, let's
See you
let's
guys.
go see what's going on.
Okay. So, as you're sitting up in the cargo bay waiting for the spiders to show up along with Miles, everyone shows up.
Okay, that's fine. Wonderful. All right. We have all landed on the wonderful planet of Keltar Vara, which apparently even the people of Keltar Vara think is crappy, but I think it's going to be fun for us. For our Kanasi friends, of course, right now we can't take you out of the ship for safety reasons. So I would like to ask you all if you're willing to stay here and guard it from any potential predators. Also, if you do so, please stay inside the ship and don't leave outside so you can't be filmed or what have you. I was wondering if that would be something you'd be open to.
The spiders look at each other, and their multifaceted eyes start blinking and blinking and blinking and blinking and blinking. And then Miles looks over. Couple of things. I guess we've decided that when we meet collectively, when we meet collectively, whichever one of you guys feel the questions, the ones of us that that pretty much live with you will be the ones that answer. So, I don't speak for all of us all the time, just when we're talking and it turns to Tucson, to you.
Okay.
We can stand guard. Just try not to be gone too long. It's beginning to get boring in here on the ship.
I totally understand that, and I thank you for your patience. I promise I won't dally any longer than we absolutely have to.
And if you could find us the architectural history of this planet, that would be fantastic. Not just the stuff that's not just the stuff that's in the standard database. We're very interested in the anthropological history of this place in relation to its architectural structure, and to see what their perspective on the writing on their habits would be.
Well, let me ask you a question then about what you want. Would you like me to go to speak to a local expert and ask them those questions myself and get a firsthand perspective, or do you want me to go to something like a library and look up something that may not be accessible from the larger intergalactic matrix?
A library would be nice. Some sort of
no talking. Got it. I can take care of that. Okie dokie.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And now for my crew.
That might add a little extra time to us leaving because you said not to stay out too long, but going to the library adds to our trip. So I just wanted to make sure you're good with that.
Fair point.
And yours looks over. Oh, thank you so much. But knowledge is life, and we want all of the knowledge. But I'm sure all of you wouldn't have to go. Of course, as soon as one of us has it, the rest of us could share it very easily. Messages don't get lost in the translation between us for some reason. But knowledge is life.
Oh.
I mean, I guess one of us could run to the library while everybody else does something else.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds like an interesting plan. Okay. I'm reluctant to split the group for a number of logistical reasons and not wanting to lose anybody again. But
okay.
Okay, I'll ask for a change. We do. Some of us have to go to this record station, talk to a guy, and get some stuff and deal with it. Plus, I presume there's stuff that we need for our Kanasi friends in order for them to sustain themselves, some form of sustenance or whatever. So we have to do that. That's one thing. On the other hand, we have to go to a library and get some information for our Kanasi friends to feed their minds, because knowledge, as is noted, is life.
Knowledge is life.
Love it. Amazing. Should we do these things as two separate groups, or should we do these collectively?
Well, the
someone
library
has
shouldn't be
gone
too
too
tough.
long, so I suppose we should split up. So that they
Yeah,
don't
library
get
should be
bored
okay.
and go wild or something.
That's one vote for splitting. Oni, are you saying splitting?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the library. I mean, how bad can it be? It's going,
Okay.
looking through some books, maybe connect to a data matrix or something.
Oni,
Slam dunk.
I
All right.
would like
Well-
you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Who, me?
Yeah.
All of us?
No, just Oni.
Okay.
Where is
Roll a
wisdom,
d20 and
wisdom? So 13.
13. Okay. The last time you guys split up, you did end up underground being held hostage, and then they came back with a kid.
Yeah, that didn't work out so well.
True, but I wasn't doing a routine run to the library just to look through some books. This is much different.
I'm just letting you know what your internal dialogue says.
Oh, also, before.
Oh, your sound cut. What happened?
Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go.
No worries. Yeah, I forgot to hold down the spacebar or temporarily unmuted. Anyway, yeah. So what I wanted to say is, before I leave the ship, I want to cast alter appearance so that I look like one of the locals.
Okay. And
So
what
that I don't
is
get
your?
all-
Let me check your character sheet to see what your saving throw is. Whoop-boo, doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, thank you. Okay, so you alter appearance. What are you going to look like?
I want to look like one of the locals. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna look like what Toussaint looks like, but like girl version.
Okay, you're going to look like a female Lando Calrissian.
Yep.
Cool. You
Love
both
it.
truly
Amazing.
belong under the clouds. Okay. And so I assume you guys leave the ship?
Well, hang on. I'm gonna actually ask you. I'm like, how about this? Since we have two votes for separating, I noticed that our Cybermancer friend has not spoken. What are your opinions on this?
The last time we split, I almost died, so I vote no.
Well,
Even in a 2-on-2
that's-
situation, two
Well, I
go this
haven't
way,
voted.
2 go the other.
I haven't voted and I don't have a real opinion. Honestly, I could split up or not. But how about this? If you're worried about your security, how about this then? I'm going to recommend Oni, who's a very wonderfully dangerous sentinel. He goes with you to the library to figure things out, and I will take our new friend who has joined our crew to go with me to the wreckage yard. Does that sound fair?
Cool with me?
Oh, excuse
Anyone
me.
object?
No.
No objections here.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, as
This
you
is
guys...
the milkiest
So
of milk runs.
Roja and Oni, library. Toussaint,
Mhm.
Aiko, scrapyard.
Yes.
Fish.
And I've now looked like myself. I've dropped my alter appearance from the previous thing, so I can be ready to change into something else if something goes sideways.
Okay.
But I'm glad to see that she can do that, so I'll be ready to. I have a strategy in mind.
Okay. All right. And okay. So, as you guys leave the ship, you get your first lungfuls of real air. Fresh air on a very sunny day. It's
That's
not
weird.
space station. It's not sewage plant. It is fresh circulating air. on a giant space station that is a planet?
Huh.
Alrighty then. Let's get
I almost
moving.
feel like rolling a Constitution saving throw, but I'll go with it. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So, you guys access the common, essentially you Google Maps the town,
Mm-hmm.
or the area of the planet that you're in. And just as that happens, in this space dock, you hear a couple of life forms gather up hover bikes, and they're screaming, "Woo! Air! Oh my God! I've been on this. It's so good to be out. Let's ride!" And 5 guys on hover bikes, ride away, a lot like the typical thugs from a Stephen King story.
Which way are they going?
Oh,
Which way are they going?
they're going east.
Which way are we going?
West.
Like, which way is the library and which way? Oh, well,
The
they're
library-
going the opposite direction of us?
The library is to the south, and these guys are going east, and you guys are going west.
That's all about good for me. Okay.
Okay, and that is where I'm going to stop game today.
Okay.
I want to thank everyone. Let me get back to the Wizard's Tower here. By the way, guys, let us know what you feel about the interactive looking the interactive looking Zoom thing. I kind of like this thing. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I want to give a super shout out to my people in the chat. Boo 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 boo. That is another TTV viewer, Breebear90, Claire Search History, Clever Vixen, Commander Root, Ice Wizards, Lazy Lux, Tay 5069, and That Nerd Soul. Thank you guys for showing up, for being here for this early morning return to Warp Tumblr's Dark Matter. We hope you guys had fun. We know that we did. Yeah, so I want to say thank you guys for showing up. I know it's early, and yeah, we had a short game today, but this is the first one in quite a few months. So we're just kind of getting our feet wet again, and a nice social interaction game during space travel. That's a really big thing. So with that, I want to I'm trying to get all this stuff done before. Oh man, there it is. I always get played out like I'm giving an acceptance speech that's too long. It is so irritating. Okay, starting from the production things, I want to thank my guests, Hannibal Taboo, Ella Taboo, Shatasia Marks, and our good friend Michael Young, That Nerd Soul. Starting with Hannibal, tell the people where they can find you.
Using @HANNIBALTABU. That's Hannibal Taboo. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, the receipt in your mom's pocket, and everywhere that you like to be. Please find Project Wildfire in comic book stores November 24th. And every Friday, please read free adventure fiction at operative.net. That's False Flag. It's available every Friday through the fall for free at operative.net. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. And Miss Ella, where can the people see and find you?
Okay, you can find me season 3 of All American, the latest episodes, and season 2, episode 5 of Lost in Space. And you can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and all around it's Ella Taboo in all lowercase.
Okay, and Shatasia, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Facebook at Shatasia Marks, and Twitter, same thing, Shatasia Marks, and on Twitch at Tay5069.
Nice. All right, and of course, last but definitely not least, Mr. Young.
Hey, that's right, Nerd Soul, NERDSOUL. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. YouTube is the main hub. Going to holla at a player. Hip Hop and Geek. See you next time.
All right, everybody. And of course, I am fading back to the Wizard's Tower. I am Solar Gray, the Cinematic Sorcerer. And if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, let me know what your favorite characters are. Let me know who it is you enjoyed watching and all of this jazz. You can pull up your email and type in backinthedeck@gmail.com. It's BACKINTHEDECK@gmail.com. You can also reach me at Twitter @backinthedeck, Instagram @backinthedeck, and if you want to see the further adventures of Lil Saul, you can go over to TikTok @BidP. That is BIDPY. That's right, the only way that is spelled differently from everything else. If you guys want to help us keep the lights on and all that jazz, you can do so very simply by heading over by heading over to patreon.com/BID_P, where for the cost of $1, and I mean that, it's just $1, just like it says on the can, but I'm not going to charge you that extra quarter. You can become a decker, and you get access to Patreon only polls, early access to the stuff that we don't put, or that we put on YouTube. You can watch the shows live, commercial free, and this is really big and really important, if you hit the royalty tier, you get a shout out at every single show, like we give to our king, Shannon Boom Boom Lay, our queen, Chaley Watson, and our queen, Laura Holton. The royalty tier is what keeps us alive when it comes to doing our community service work or our community outreach. I'm not paying for a ticket right now. And that helps set up gaming clubs with kids to teach them how to do all the stuff that we do here, from running games to building scenery, using miniatures, learning how to use 3D printing, 3D design, archery, sword fighting, dance, martial arts, and all of the things that kept my little behind out them streets when I lived in a bad neighborhood. And now, let's face it, it's the 21st century. We're all looking for something to do. And especially if you're like 11 to like 16 or 17, and you can spend all day on Tumblr, or you can learn how to use a sword and maybe, play all this stuff and do the things that you see on all of the Twitch streams that you watch with us that have to do with interacting with other people and not doing things like eating laundry detergent. So, with that, I'm going to say I am Solar Gray, the Cinematic Sorcerer, and thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for playing with us today. And remember, if anybody tells you that you're not allowed to be where you are or like the things that you like because of the circumstances of your birth, be it race, religion, creed, gender identity, sexual orientation, your disabilities, neurodivergencies, or your budget, and I mean that because the trailer park is just on the other side of the city dump from the projects, you tell them that we said to take them cards and put them back in the deck. This is Solar Gray, the Cinematic Sorcerer, saying thank you guys for joining us today on Warp Tumblers Dark Matter.